So in this video, we'll see how Nick Saraev makes $500,000 per month using YouTube and Skool and a single promise, which is get your first client in 90 days. He has a single offer which goes like get your first AI client in 90 days. Now, if you could see his YouTube channel, he has got over 210,000 subscribers, which is quite good in terms of numbers. Let's understand exactly how the funnel system works and exactly how he is making $500,000 per month. His YouTube being his primary lead gen or primary traffic from where he's getting more and more views, and those views are then going to his paid Skool community for which he's offering $184 per month. So broadly, if you see over here, you might think that okay, he just teaches AI automation, he's a coach, or he just talks about how to use AI automations, how to learn about AI, and he's just another AI educator. But if you don't see at the surface level what he's talking, he's actually not teaching just automation. That is an illusion. People think that he is just talking about automation and that is it. But he has flipped the category, which is from learn AI to monetize AI. And let me help you understand how. So if you could see over here, the most viewed video of his YouTube channel was NA10 full course 6 hours, build and sell AI automations and agent. Watch me start and sell an AI service in 10 hours. 5 boring AI automation to sell for $1,500 each in 2025. Build your first AI business in 6 hours. This means that his entire offer or his entire channel is not about learning about AI, is not about learning about how automation works. Rather, it is about how to use AI and how to make your first $1,000, how to make your first $10,000, or rather, how to monetize using AI automation. That is it. And the free education that he has, these amount of courses, because if you observe very carefully that the most viewed videos, if you could see over here, these are the most viewed videos, and these videos are 6 hours long. This video is 1.3 hour long. This video is even 6 hour long. This video is 15 minutes long. This is 1 hour long. This is 1 hour 12 minutes long. That means that the free education that he is giving and providing, that is building a lot of trust, and the paid offer that he has, that installs transformation. So you might ask, what is a transformation home? Maker Skool is the straightest line path to customer first for AI. Sign up and get your first client in 90 days guaranteed. Now this is what you call a no-brainer offer. Let me go over this and let me explain you why. Firstly, understand these things, and trust me on this, that if you understand these things properly, you are not just understanding tactics or how to perceive, how to have different perceived value, how to use first principle thinking when it comes to creating content and creating your funnels and creating your paid community for that matter. Firstly, if you understand and look over here, Nick isn't selling AI automation tutorials, because if he was, it would have been like, okay, here's the full N18 automation tutorial, that is it. But he's not selling that. He's selling a transformation, which is get your first paying client in 90 days or your money back. That single line reframes the entire brand from education to monetization through skill. This is very important and very crucial to understand, because a lot of people who want to start selling their services, they have a niche, they have what they have to offer, but that offer is not helpful for someone to pay money. You have to make sure that how to make that offer appealing to others, because there are a lot of people who are teaching AI, educating about AI, but their business and their job is not, or their offer for that matter, is not to get you clients or get your first paying client in 90 days. This is not what they offer. And that's the result. They don't have that many clients, that many people registering for the service. Nick consciously chose. Now this, I will come over here. This was never, and this can't be an unconscious decision. This is only a conscious decision that initially you have to understand when it comes to creating content. You first have to understand what is the kind of content I would create about, what is the purpose of creating that content, and is there any offer that I have that is fulfilling to the content. Let's suppose I have some offer and then I'm coming on YouTube. That means that you are a business owner who is using YouTube as a client acquisition channel. But if you are just creating content and down the line you're creating offer, that is a different segue. So let's go over here. Nick consciously chose the learn to earn audience over just learn audiences, and that single decision is very important, and that shaped his entire YouTube content topics, his tone and the structure, the community's core promise, and the conversion path from free to paid. Let's go more in depth. This is the content to offer synergy. Over here, what we have to do is that we have to align our content with the offer that we have. So every YouTube video that he has over here, every YouTube video is a proof loop that validates the offer. Every YouTube video, if you could see these videos, if you go over these videos, which I would come to down the line, over here he actually interviews his students who, let's suppose, who act as testimonial videos, but also act as something that people refer to. People want to be like them. People are hooked, and people have a lot of credibility when they see these videos. So he quit his job after AI automation agency hit 12K per month. How she built a $13,000 per month agency using just one AI automation. I tried selling AI and made $25,000 in 30 days case study. These are actual case studies, but he is having them as interviews, and because people are very curious to understand that, okay, is this really possible? Because he's making all of those videos, he's making all of those claims, but is it that people are able to get these value, or people are able to get these results, and these videos talk about them? Detailed breakdown of tools, frameworks, and workflows, real proof of what's possible, storytelling showing automation to income outcomes. In the offer that he has, that was on YouTube. In the offer that he has join Maker School and get your first client in 90 days, supported by refund guarantee, which is risk reversal. That if you don't get your first paying client in 90 days, you would get your money back. No questions asked. If you go over here, now this alignment, what does this alignment does? This alignment creates trust through proof and conversion through promise. The offer becomes the logical next step, not a leap of faith. This is very important to understand. When you're going from his YouTube channel to something that he's doing for paid, right? So he's having a paid community, but he also has his own YouTube that is free. When you go from the free content and when you consume free content, and then when you go over here, it is not a leap of faith that they're making, because on the YouTube channels, if you could see over here, on the YouTube, if you could see over here as well, you are learning more and more about how I could make money through AI automation, how people make money through AI automation. What are the technicalities? What do I need to learn? What are the courses? What are the things that I should be equipped with? This gives you the path. But the paid offer that he has over here. So what the logical next step would be, let's suppose someone watches his YouTube videos, then the logical next step would be, okay, they want to get the first client in 90 days. So how do I do that? Okay, there is his offer. And that's how you progress further. Now, if you could see over here, the conversion logic. Perception path is learner watches the free YouTube tutorials. Learner realizes that the frameworks are practical. This is very important. Frameworks are practical. Learner sees proof of Nick's earning and student success, and learner wants results faster. That is the point. When you join a paid community, it is either about implementation, it is either about accountability, it is either about personalization. These three factors are there, and you get proximity as well. Then they join Maker School. So if we could see over here, psychological trigger. Why stay a consumer of AI information when I can get a client in 90 days? And that's what makes the $184 per month like a no-brainer. This isn't accidental. It is the product of content and offer alignment at every single level. Now, let's go over here and let us understand exactly broadly of how things look like over here. Firstly, Nick's real product wasn't AI automation. It was identity shift. Let me explain you why. He understood something that most creators never do. People don't buy skills. People just don't want to learn skills. They want to earn money. But because they haven't said that you could only earn money when you know skill, that's the reason they buy identity upgrades. Learning AI is a boring offer. Becoming someone who earns with AI is an identity shift. He sold a psychological transformation from a consumer that is just consuming content to an earner. That's why get your first AI client in 90 days work. It is not a course promise. He just doesn't have the course modules in there and just information stuffed in there. What he has is a new self-image with a timeline. That is how offers are created. Markets move towards outcome that upgrade status and identity, not just skills. The emotional reward must outweigh the effort cost. That means that whatever the effort that they would be taking in those 90 days, the emotional reward is that you will get your first AI paying client, and that is specifically designed for beginners, people who want to start AI, people who want to start learning about AI and want to start earning as well. That's the result. He has got a major audiences. That's why even though his educational content looks free, his transformation looks priceless. Now, this is very insider knowledge that I have gotten. So Nick has said in one of his videos that he has engineered proof loops and not sales funnel. If you could see over here, this is how his school community or his school activity looks like. If you could see over here, everyone tries to funnel traffic to offer to call. Nick has designed proof loops. He has built an ecosystem where every interaction that he has, either in the community over here or either outside the community on YouTube, has created evidence. YouTube videos has demonstration of expertise. School wins show proof of transformation. Long free courses show proof of generosity, and refund guarantee shows proof of confidence. There is proof and expertise at every and each and every level. Every new viewer didn't just learn from him, they witness credibility. That's what is happening. People don't trust what they are told. They trust what they can observe repeatedly. That's why consistency was his real marketing flywheel. 365 green dots of proof, as I showed over here. He was active almost every single day on school community, and that was for a different purpose, which I would be covering over here. The more proof loops you create, the less persuasion you need. He redefined community as leverage. If you could see over here, guys are interacting. People are just saying that, okay, hey guys, I'm Vasu from India. I'm currently pursuing this. Roast my work profile. Greetings from Dallas. Most people treat communities like groups. He treated it like a proof factory and a referral engine. Now, what does this mean? The wins channel wasn't a dopamine board. It was a public ledger of transformation to persuasion to retention. Every win that he had on his win channel validated the offer's credibility, reassured the current members, and sold the next batch automatically. Social proof is strongest when it is user generated and live. That's why he enforced daily rituals, so activity itself becomes marketing. He wasn't the product. The community's momentum was. That's very important point. He sold obsessing over post-purchase energy. What does that mean? That means that whenever in his community someone asks any question, because he had this thing that if someone has any question, he would try his best to reply them, either in recording a Loom video, either just a comment, either in the daily or weekly community or coaching call. If you could see over here, look at his retention insights. He didn't care about fancy funnels. He cared about momentum inside the community. Show up every day. Batch your wins. Engage. Only when you engage, that means that you would have a higher long-term value. He built a system where doing the work was more rewarding than avoiding it. That's how retention is equal to marketing, is equal to compounding proof. The best product marketing is what happens after the purchase, because that's when word of mouth happens. So if your customers don't create proof, your funnel will die faster than your ad spend. His biggest growth levers were feedback loops. Because he was so active in his community, because he talked almost every day or every hour, I would say, to his customer or the people who is creating videos for, or even this courses for, he didn't strategize on whiteboards. He built feedback velocity. Daily exposure to 3000 members problem gives you real-time data. Every comment that he has on YouTube gives you instant market research. Every reply is content seed, and every loom is evergreen proof. That's how the feedback loops are minimized. And let's suppose you get a real-time data, you implement that right away, you see results. The next day again you get real-time data, you implement that right away, you get results. So if you continue to do this thing for 30 days, 60 days, 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, 4 month, what happens? You are compounding your effectiveness every single day. That's what happened. If you guys like this video, watch this video that's coming on your screen. I've talked about how to grow on YouTube as a business owner and how to get clients on YouTube even though you have fewer audiences. See you soon.